Hey guys, it's CE Madison here, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Spotlight. As the saying goes, cut the crap, Jack, and let's get down to business. I have a couple of things that we will be discussing tonight, but there's going to be two breaking segments that I am going to discuss. Those that have seen my Let's review of Inuyasha, Inuyasha is going to come and play tonight for this episode too, and that's going to be one of the longest discussions that we'll be talking about tonight, and that's going to be one of the big things that we're talking tonight, so I am saving that topic for last. Let's get down to our first business, which is not anime related. So Midnight Sun, the new Twilight book, is coming in the summer of 2020 by Stephanie Meyer, and just like E.L. James' take on Grey, this time Midnight Sun is going to be looking in the eyes of Edward Cullen. Now, there was something on Stephanie Meyer's website, and I actually have it saved on my favorites because I want to read this later. It was her original manuscript of Midnight Sun, and quote by CNN, the companion novel to the Twilight Saga revisits the fateful meeting of Edward and a very human Bella Swan. The long-awaited story arrives August 4th, end quote. It has been over a decade since the last Twilight book, Breaking Dawn, has entered bookshelves all across the world, and Twilight fans have been looking for more story. That's where Midnight Sun comes in. Stephanie did plan to publish Midnight Sun around 2008, just a little bit before Breaking Dawn, but an unedited manuscript was leaked and the book was kind of shoved aside. And like I said, if you go on to Stephanie Meyer's official website, you can see the unreleased and the unofficial manuscript of Midnight Sun. Whether anything is going to change out of the original manuscript into this new book, we don't really know. There's nothing much to say, and on the pages count it said 264. Now I don't know if that's going to be the complete book because some pages run to 400, but that's going to be a big book. So with it being 264 pages, that might be the actual book itself. Now keep in mind, we're looking at Edward Cullen's side of it and not so much as everybody involved. Yes, while everybody is involved, we're seeing more of Edward's side, just like E.L. James' attempt with Grey. We were looking through the eyes of Grey. Now Midnight Sun, we're looking through the eyes of Edward Cullen. And I think it's going to be a little interesting to kind of see what goes through his head. All this time we were looking at exactly what Bella is going through, just how she thought of Edward, how she thought of Jacob, how she just thought of the whole concept of being in love with a vampire and a werewolf, and she's in a love triangle with two guys that are not humans. Just so many things going on with it. But we'll take a look and see exactly what Midnight Sun is gonna hold for us. I will put a link in the description box below if you are interested in reading it, and if you are, save it. But that is the end of the segment of Midnight Sun. If this book does do really well, it could probably once again be adapted into the movie. We have no idea. It really all depends on exactly how the fans and the audience will take into consideration in this book. And I am so sorry, but I am planning to going out and getting this book because honestly, I did like the books. I still love the books. Now that I'm older though, I was 16 when I saw the Twilight films, and being a stupid teenager, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Now I'm older, now I'm looking at other people's reviews of the Twilight franchise, and I said, what the hell am I thinking? But the books were better, and I'm looking forward to reading more of Midnight Sun. So look forward to that, and once the summer comes, then I'll give you an on-site of Midnight Sun if that's something you want me to discuss in my later reviews. Just comment below in the comment box. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, a lot of events had to be canceled, businesses had to be shut down, and it was just something that all of us in the entire world were kind of bummed out. Fear not for Funimation. Funimation has decided to host an online expo to make up the fact that Anime Expo has been shut down due to COVID-19. It was originally supposed to take place July 3rd and 4th, so around the 4th of July weekend, and that's when exactly they are planning to do the virtual con. I have to give high praise for Funimation for doing that. I believe the event is free. it should be free. There are so many people that were planning to attend this expo, but I believe it's free according to the article that I read. And there's going to be like panels, and there's going to be guest panels, and there's just going to be a whole lot of events. And there is going to be an anime cosplay meetup, and I'm really interested to see how they are going to do the cosplay meetup. I think it's really great. I think it's really great that people can still become exactly who they want to become and do the things that they want to do while they still are in the comfort of their home. There's not much going on with Funimation yet, but hopefully we will get more information, and I'm planning to attend this event, so look forward to seeing me or hearing from me in the virtual side of things. Last week I talked about the release of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and talking more with my husband about this topic between last week to today, he feels 100% sure that the king in the Valhalla trailer was King Alfred. King Alfred, with the quote from the website denofgeek.com written by Matthew Bird, quote, "He's the king who openly declares war on the Vikings and denounces their efforts to conquer England. Ubisoft has confirmed that he is King Alfred of Wessex, the real-life monarch who is positioned to be primary antagonist of Assassin's Creed Valhalla." End quote. Now this is kind of interesting that we get to see the villain already for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but it kind of gives us an idea of what we are doing as Eivor in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So that means we'll be defending our land. That means we're trying to create our land. I don't really have a lot to say really about this part. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was released again for another trailer with gameplay, but there was no gameplay. It just, from what it looked like it just showed a bit of some cutscenes from the game itself, but there's a difference between cutscenes and gameplay, and it just went under hot boiling water with it. And I hope we'll see some gameplay later into the future. Now, the big one. Now, the biggest news that I am going to be discussing, and it's probably going to take maybe 5-10 minutes for discussion. That really all depends on what we're going to be talking about. So, I was playing a little bit last night on the PS4 when one of my friends texted me last night, and he said to me, "OMG, Inuyasha is coming back, and it's gonna star with him and Sesshomaru's children. It is #1 trending on Twitter right now." I responded, "Shut up. Show me some legit proof." He sent me a Twitter newsfeed, and he said, quote, "There you go," end quote. This is absurd. I think I almost raised a noise complaint because I was freaking out about this. This is something that fans have been waiting for almost a decade for, or maybe just a little bit over a decade. Now, I find this really, really awesome, great, yet just so why at the same time. We had a perfect ending to Inuyasha, but what is it exactly that we're going to be looking at here? The title of this new project, created by Rumiko Takahashi, who is the original creator of Inuyasha, the new project is called Hanyo no YashaHime Sengoku Otoji Soshi, or in English, YashaHime, Princess Half Demon. It's confirmed that it is going to be in the same universe as Inuyasha. The plan for release is actually going to be in the fall of 2020, and it has already been licensed by Viz for the English dub. That was really quick. I am really surprised on this. This poster looks amazing, but there's the $1 million question that I'm going to ask later in this video. Now, reading this from Viz.com, the synopsis is, quote, "In feudal Japan, half-demon twins Towa and Setsuna are separated from each other during a forest fire. While desperately searching for her younger sister, Towa wanders into a mysterious tunnel that sends her into present-day Japan, where she is found and raised by Kagome Higarashi's brother Sota and his family." See, now I'm wondering how many years later we're looking at. Now, a lot of people are saying that the child on the right could possibly be Moroku and Sango's daughter. But here's the catch. Look at that child's face. That child's face looks exactly like Sesshomaru's. Same thing with the girl on the left. In addition to her little fur boa that she has on her back, just like how Sesshomaru has on his back and shoulders, I think those are the twins. And it said right on the poster, Sesshomaru has daughters. Now those twin half demons are his children. And I believe the one on the right was the one that went into modern era. Because continuing from Viz.com's article, 10 years later, the tunnel that connects the two eras has reopened, allowing Toa to be reunited with Setsuna, who is now a demon slayer working for Kohaku. But to Toa's shock, Setsuna appears to have lost all memories of her older sister. So we know a few things for certain. That the girl on the left, that is Setsuna. Because if you look at the outfit she's wearing an outfit that is similar to a Demon Slayer's outfit. If you look at Kohaku's Slayer Demon's outfit, if you look at Sango's Demon Slayer's outfit, Setsuna, she looks like she has a Demon Slayer outfit. But those aren't going to be the only kids that we're going to see. We also have Moroha, who is the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. So she's 25% demon. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Quote, joined by Moroha, the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome, the three young women travel between the two eras on an adventure to regain their missing past. End quote. This is something that fans have been waiting for, I believe. I believe they've been waiting for so long just to see exactly the children from our main heroes. Because at the end of Final Act, we saw that Sango and Moroku had twin daughters, and she gave birth to their son. So I hope we get to see more of them later. And I'm just wondering exactly what kind of enemy we're going to see. But now that I think about it, I have $2 million questions. If we look at the twin half demons in this poster, if they're supposedly be half demons, unlike Inuyasha, why do they have human ears? Is it maybe because of the possibility of evolution of looking more like a human? I don't really know exactly. If you have any idea on why this is, put your thoughts in the comments, because I am curious myself. If they're supposed to be half demons, why do they have human ear likes? It makes more sense for Moroha to have it because she is like 75% human and only 25% demon. But if you look at her face is just like Inuyasha's. You can see that little snarky attitude that she's going to have. And the second $1 million question. Who is the lucky lady that gave birth to Sesshomaru's kids? A lot of people are probably squealing for joy that it is Rin many years later. Rin, for those that don't know or don't remember, was the little girl that was first brought back to life from the Tenseiga that Sesshomaru used on her, and she's been traveling with him ever since. Now, Sesshomaru hated humans. He hated humans with vengeance until Rin came along. With this, you were able to see him open himself up a little bit to, like, not only to Rin, but to, like, Inuyasha and Kagome and to us as viewers. And I think that's why most of us at first despised him when we first saw him, were able to open ourselves up to him as well. He was an antagonist, now turned into an anti-hero. And I better stop, because that is a video for itself. If you want me to continue more with this topic, let me know in the comments below. But that is the end of Saturday Night Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for coming in again and supporting me and supporting Scintillating Reviews. This is something that it has been unfortunately slowing down a little bit because my schedule is now starting to get packed, but that doesn't mean that I want to give up on this. I do not want to give up on Scintillating Reviews. I want it to keep going. I want Scintillating Reviews to be something, and I want to be part of it. If there is anything that I missed this week that you want me to touch, let me know. I'll do my research on it, and I'll bring it back to discuss next week on Saturday Night Spotlight. Thank you guys so much for stopping in, and we'll see you next week. Our simplest prevention is our biggest protection. Take care of yourselves and others as you practice social distancing, washing hands, and staying at home. Let's get better by starting to make our world better to reduce the spread of COVID-19. See you later on another day.